I got something for them too. Why did they just do that? Let me figure this out. So, as a man, the thing is, if you don't get called some type of name, if you don't get called misogynist, if you don't get called sassy, if you don't get called self-hating, if you're black, if you don't get called any of this stuff, you're really just saying what women want to hear. Bottom line. Because having an opinion as a man is just, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to have an opinion. You're not supposed to have a preference. But then, oh, men are supposed to lead and not match the energy of women. Leadership ain't gonna sound good to people who don't want to be led but want to tell you how to be you. So we're not, I'm just finding this out right now. We're not streaming on 2 platforms. I'm not on Facebook because I just got out of some version of Facebook jail. Hold on. All right, so let's just get straight to work. So I posted this video in a story and got told that it is, I called it child abuse and SA because that's what it is. And I got told that I was doing something inappropriate. Me. Let me make it bigger so you can see who got held accountable for posting this. Me. I got told I was doing something wrong. So I got told I was doing something wrong. Weird. And it goes back to what I was saying about grape. How can there be awareness to a topic that you can't even talk about? So like I said before, when people were sharing that don't leave around the male family members post. Like I said before, don't leave your sons out of it because now it's been normalized where for boys, this is okay to twerk in front of a little young child. And then let it be the fact that people was trying to downplay it. It's just dancing. So crazy. And it goes to show why things actually happen to boys because people ignore and don't care and justify things with boys. And that's what leaves the door open for things to happen and mess around, turn around. I just seen a video with Mendices and his son. His son was doing some dumb little weird dance. and he was looking at him like, yo, nigga, what you doing? And there was in the comments talking about, oh, is he 18 yet? Yikes. And then the comment got a bunch of likes. The answer to the question is, yeah, he's 18 years old. What are you trying to say? But then people turn all around and all through these apps and all on this internet, people is men. If men say anything about not wanting to date older women, it's their creeps, their grooming, their all these different things about men. But you can, first of all, twerk on little kids. Second of all, literally, it's crazy. And then when people say something about it, the person who says something is the person who's the one in the wrong. Yeah, okay. All right. I guess that's what we're doing now. So you can't bring awareness to topics that you can't talk about. So when it comes to boys being SA and things of that nature, can't talk about it. For some reason. Wonder what it is. See, the funny part about this is, as a person who's not a fan of his, before the album came out, I assumed that this wasn't true. I thought he was good. But I assumed it. But and it goes back to show what I had to say to my Lizzo tweet. That within this, whatever y'all want to call this, there was a lane opened up where she could be the queen of. Like wind instruments. Like you could put, he's not this good. He could never do this. But like for somebody that knows what they're doing with an instrument, like saxophones sound better than the actual song when people are doing the remix renditions of it. But this guy's not that good to where he can play those type of notes. If it was like a Lizzo or somebody like that, she could put on a Outcast song and play that with the flute. He can't do that. And for the stuff that people was calling great, and I didn't find this out until I was listening to the album. I'm a music guy. So it took me listening to like, yo, he don't even really know how to play the flute. I said this in my original live that I did about it. But for him to say it is different. It reminds me of back in the day when people in school and people used to roast. If somebody told me something like, oh, I know my jeans is tight, I don't care, I always hit somebody with the no. Don't roast yourself. Let me do it. Let me roast you. Don't roast yourself. You didn't have to say that. I was about to cover it. I'm looking at them young motherfuckers. I know what they are. So you don't got to tell me to try to downplay it. I know my shoes is dirty. No. No, you don't. You don't know until I tell you. It's going to be a little funnier. So now here we have Andre telling me that he don't know how to play the flute. No, my man. I got this. You shut up. This is literally how the wind blew it. Dog, if you don't know how to rap, just say that. If you needed Big Boy as inspiration to hold down the group, and just say that. I mean, whatever. Instead of saying this, you should say that. Because we already knew this by listening to you play. Then I get a tag waking up this morning, knowing I was going to talk about this. I get a tag of somebody from excuse me, let me not disrespect, Yasin Bey rapping over this music right here. Y'all are a disgrace. Do you understand that? Do you hear me talking? I said y'all are a disgrace. And you're trying to force this foolishness upon the same culture of the world. And then people have, I don't have to say nothing else about it. We talking about this. I don't have to go back into the problem that I have with the fans of him and what they're doing. And we ain't got to do it. So if you never know why I have to do it, go to my video. Oh, they're gaslighting. Go to it, please. So you didn't have to tell me this. I just didn't need your input, bro. I just didn't need your input, bro. Now, something interesting happened here during this battle. Once upon a time, I seen this guy. It was on a podcast or a panel. I don't remember which one. It might have been an Anton panel or maybe even like a Lapeep panel. I don't know. But this guy, it was talking about black people, right? And he was like, well, are black women included in that? Or are they their own thing? And he was really trying to be funny, but the point that he made when he was saying that, the first real example that I seen in real time happened during this battle. There's two things I want to talk about during the second round of this battle. Like it was epic for the wrong reasons. Okay. So Jazz had an angle about Big K blocking a black woman and him doing it on Martin Luther King Day. And basically she painted the narrative. Salute to Jazz, the princess of the UR 750. I love Jazz Rapper, so this ain't, you know what I'm saying? But she painted the narrative about him not liking black women. Basically, she said he blocked her on Martin Luther King Day, called her butt ducks. Basically, she played like the black card and the black woman card all in one. But here's the problem with that. B. Simone. B. Simone is the problem with that. And it's the reason why I brought up that guy on that panel. See, because B. Simone had disrespectful things to say about Martin Luther King in the name of being a woman. Talking about him cheating and all these different things and why he's not a great black man. So now it's like when you try to play the woman card and the black card, they don't go together because of the things that have been said by black women. And it was the point that guy, he was saying it, he was wordplaying, it was word salad. But the point that he was making was that, like, how you gonna claim to be black when you got a lot of disrespectful things to say about black men? You disassociating yourself. And then so it didn't hit. It didn't really hit. But maybe Jazz didn't even understand why. But that guy on that panel who said that got it. And the second thing that happened that was interesting during this second round was that Big K, you don't hear other races talking like that. You don't hear other races talking to women like that. Big K said all of the stuff that men say. See, like, women, for some reason, feel like white dudes are just some pushover. Like, they all have the money to pay the bills. Like, I guess when y'all hear the percentage of people who make 100K, you think that's just black people, huh? No. So magically, They think all white dudes, all of them pay the bills, all of them have the money, all of them deal with your attitude. Even though, see, so he had a lot of different things to say about this. He had a interesting line in there that he said, we letting y'all play the game with your controllers unplugged. Like, we're letting you play the game with your controllers unplugged. Here's the thing about that. And if for people that don't understand that analogy, it's what people do to little kids. They're not really playing the game, but they think that they are. Here's the issue with that. When the person that's playing the game with the controller unplugged starts to run their mouth. This is the reason why I put this in here. This isn't no flex or no big deal. Salute to her for putting it out there, because it could have stayed in training. But it's not no big deal that she got dropped by a dude. But it becomes a deal when you start to become a good woman fighter. You start to call out men and say you'll beat men. When nobody would even want to see that fight, for the simple fact that it's a lose-lose for the guy, because he mess around and lose, then he's just the biggest punk in the world, and then he mess around and drop you in the first round within a couple blows, and it's first of all, people are going to downplay it because it's going to be like, that's what you were supposed to do, and second of all, there's going to be people that still act like you did something wrong, even though she hopped in the ring. So this is nothing to gloat over that a guy knocked out Clarissa Shields. So what? But there's this whole competition with women who think they're men. Like, people don't want to enjoy their double standards, which we'll get to. But I thought it was interesting coming from Big K, because within the black community and this fake beef between men and women, everybody swears that these other men don't talk like this, and he was talking like this. He talked about the feminist movement. He talked about all these different things. And it really goes to show, like, even Jazz had a line in there where she said she was talking about how none of the men could beat him and how she had to come and do it. But she said, that's what I don't like about being a woman. After the men do the work, I got to come and cook. What? So you have a problem with cooking for a man that's working? It's this whole era of just ungratefulness and just narcissistic behavior from the people who want to call everybody narcissistic. But we'll also get to that. So you're playing the game with the controller unplugged. It's just that. Now, this was an interesting. Whoa. While we're on the topic of battle rap, Goods has some interesting things to say about the Mook and Twerk battle, which I still haven't watched all the way through. So I won't even give my perspective on the battle itself. I haven't seen all the way through, so I ain't even gonna give my perspective. But Goods has some interesting things to say. So while we're on battle rap, let's go listen to the boy Good.
This thing is, I'm saying, pause. Twerk, your hoodie was mad small. This thing is, I'm saying, pause. You had your underwear on backwards. The tag is supposed to be inside. Your pants was wild tight. And it just wasn't, this stuff wasn't working. Going to Mook, you had on leather shorts. I don't know what y'all was thinking up there. Mook, you had on leather shorts in December. This is Christmas. Somebody should have gifted you a mind to think because you had on leather shorts. Those was not hot.
Oh, that's crazy, dog. Somebody should have gifted you a mind to think. Yo, this nigga's hilarious, bro.
There was nothing fire about those. I don't care who made them. I don't care if Jesus Christ hand made them for you and gave them to you. Those are not hot, Mook. In the middle of December, with not even a brand new white tee on, a white tee you took out the drawer, Mook, that wasn't it. That was Twerk. You had on a bodysuit with a hood. You looked like you was going to work out. You had on one of them sweatsuits. I never saw leg and jeans. Matter of fact, I did on you. And then when you go to the girls section, they got leg and jeans now. It's crazy. Your hoodie looked like it snapped between the legs.
Yo, he said I never saw leg and jeans.
Looked wow.
Oh my God. I left out probably the funniest part.
It's crazy. Your hoodie looked like it snapped between the legs. You looked wow.
Yo, he told a 6'4", 300-pound human being that he looked like he had on a onesie. My goodness.
Whoever hoodie that was, give it back because that wasn't your size at all. At this point, Twerk, none of your clothes is your size. You look crazy. Seriously. But back to the battle.
Nah. I thought that was hilarious. But back to the clips. So like I said, this was an interesting occurrence in that second round because it highlighted the beef between men and women and the fact that Big K was in it. Said a lot. Now this was interesting. I've seen people talk about this and say they would like this. But here's the thing. I can't promote this for this culture for the simple fact that first and foremost, the whole the whole topic for a lot of people would be surrounding, oh, and he's supposed to pay the bills over there. Like, y'all are so stupid that y'all don't even care about things that actually matter in relationships. Just monetizing them and really not monetizing them, just shifting responsibility of life to someone else. But the point is this. We've seen a lot of people break up during like the COVID era. So a lot of people can't really stand each other, and like they're together for the duty, but then they don't even do the duty correctly. So I would like to know what made them originally do this, because it was probably her. And then what makes her now want to live with him? You know what I'm saying? And who is the person that's the unbearable person? Which one is the person that can't be around the other person or doesn't want to be around the other person? It's not just we decided mutually that we just, yeah, okay. Or it may be. It could be that way. But that's really just, that goes to show you really wasn't ready to link with a person. But it's like, I mean, but it could be this way. Like for two people, like everybody don't own their homes. Like people have homes, but everybody not an owner of it. So like if two people have a home, like, yo, I don't want to move from here. I'm not moving. And the other person like, me either. What do you mean? You see my house? And they like, yo, you see mine? I own this. I own mine too. And maybe 20 years of marriage, it happened. Like I'm assuming she got more cheese than him just because she, you know what I'm saying, her job status. I could be wrong, but I don't know her husband. But the point is, she might have had a nicer house. And he might not have gave a damn. Like, yo, I don't give a damn if your house is nicer. This is my crib. I don't want to live there. I don't want to live right there in that area. Like, you got to live in Hollywood area or whatever. I live in a better area to me. You know what I'm saying? And then, so it could be anything. If I ain't going to speculate. But it goes to show that everybody's different the way that they move. Like I was in Facebook jail when somebody left a comment under a video, and everybody was saying, and he said, the goal for everybody isn't marriage, and I agree with that. But the goal isn't failure in your relationship either. So it's people who have been together for 20 years who aren't married, who are happier than some people who have been married. And the license, the marriage license, isn't what solidified their relationships, but that's also not a failure. So in a lot of different cases, a lot of these relationships are failing. So people could say, "Oh, I don't need nobody," or "I don't this," or "I don't that," or maybe I don't want to get married. But at the end of the day, you failed at relationships. So you don't have to want to get married. Absolutely not. But you don't want to be failing and then try to blame it on other people that you're failing. You don't want to fail. Don't lie to me or yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. I'm not going to sit there and listen to you lose a straw man argument to yourself. I'm going to interject and stop you from talking before you bury yourself. This ain't going to happen. So, speaking of which, now, am I making this up? Now, I seen Verb. Oh, my bad. Oh, we're going to get to that. I seen this is actually not the clip, but it was Offset. And he was saying, not Offset. Yeah, Offset. It was saying oh, I don't know. Basically, it was the I love my grandma shit. You know what I'm saying? Just basically lying. Oh, I don't know this woman. I never met her. I didn't do this stuff. I don't know how to hard type people. All that, right? And Verb was like, oh, this ain't the way, young brother. This ain't how you do it. And my thing is this. It goes back to my old example of hating. You can call it whatever you want, but am I lying? That's why my header is what it is. Because underneath a comment, under a video, the video, y'all probably seen it, of the lady. It was a dude just enjoying his life. And we already have the psychological evidence of why this actually happened, but he just was enjoying his life. He was at the store, he ordered some food, and the lady called his number, and then he like yelled it out in like a accent, like, did somebody say that they wanted all? And she was like, bitch, stop playing with me, come and get your food. Horrible customer service, but we already know it's a relation between the amount of money that people make and have and their attitude, which we'll get to. But anyways, and people's in the comments justifying it. And I'm like, it's funny how it's a certain type of people justifying this. Y'all know who the certain type of people are, and you know that they justify everything. But the point that I'm trying to make was someone told me that it's the same type of problems in the white community, and people just want this. And I'm like, yo, no, it's not the same type of problems. And people like you are the problem when you sit there and try to justify the problem. And I got told, we don't want your self-hating. Leave it over there. But y'all don't want self-accountability either. So I'd rather be called self-hating if you're going to be self-accountable. It's funny how everybody on the internet has a label for someone else but themselves. So the reason why I bring all that up is because you can say I'm hating, but am I lying? Is that not true? Forget the hating. You could, that's just a word that doesn't have an actual meaning. Lying does. Truth does. Telling the truth means something more than you're a hater. There's way more of a universal definition for telling the truth than hating. So the only thing that matters within this is the last part of the thing that is the reason why it's a question mark. I'm making this up. Am I making it up? Am I lying? Don't call me whatever you want to call me, as long as it's not a liar. It's exactly why I will own all of these titles. Self-hating, misogynist, hate women, all this shit. But you won't say you're lying. You'll never be able to do it. So it boils down to Bill Kyrus. Where is Bill Kyrus? I didn't put Bill Kyrus on here. I could have sworn I put Bill Kyrus. Said she was single. I've been single for a while. I don't see why y'all didn't get the signs. I'll tell you why we didn't get the signs. Because you're still doing lives, saying you'll fight over dick. You're still popping up at his concerts, dancing in the background. He's still popping up at your concerts, dancing in the background. And you a whole influencer and ain't just came out and said, I'm not married anymore. I don't know what single is for a married person, but whatever. On this selfish internet, we hear those type of conversations. Yeah, I'm a single mom and I'm married. Whatever, that's a whole different thing. So Bill Kyrus, the thing is, you are in an open relationship. Miss, I love my grandma. I miss my grandma. You thought it was all fun and games when you was getting your get back or your lick back or whatever you want to call it, and on the internet, making a fun of it. But the thing is, you don't have the you don't got the one up. And that's the reason why when we talk about who's the better cheater, it's the reason why I understand women's perspective about why they feel like they're the better cheaters. But the thing is, you can't be the person that a man can be as a cheater. And what that means is you don't even want to just make yourself free poo-poo for every type of guy. But as for him, he'll step down and just hit a broke IG model or somebody even like her. Men will do that. But y'all want to cheat with some guy you think, and then we talked about that in the other one. When who said it? Whoever said that, was it Ti? That y'all cheat with potential partners. So for y'all to say y'all are better cheaters in a certain regard, however, your options aren't the same in a sense of what you want. Because in y'all's brain, you don't understand the concept of cheating. But um people want to keep acting like he's the problem when it's really not him. Yeah, he's toxic. Yeah, he does fucked up shit. But I seen a video earlier, Krishan seeing people like, and it goes back to my point when we had this conversation about protection. It's a difference between DV, domestic abusers, and couples that fight. I'm listening to Krishan Rock. She talking about she like, I ain't doing no sister wife shit. Man, I'll at the end of the day, I'll beat that girl up. She like, I'll beat Blueface up. And literally, not even seconds later, she starts showing marks that she got. Like, yo, he was kicking me. This is when he threw me down. Like, yo, okay. So you want me to treat this like, yo, see, but you a hoe for beating on women. No. You just said you'd whoop his ass. So you trying to tell me the Krishan that we know from social media, basically we know you, the Krishan we know, you wasn't running up on him fighting when you was mad? You want me to believe that after you literally just said you'd whoop his ass. So now the marks on you, we supposed to treat like DV and not just you fighting and got some marks on you? Because you light skinned. That means you getting marks. You wasn't fighting back. You didn't start the fight. Did you start the fight? Did you keep fighting? You said he kept kicking you. So you were saying, stop, I'm done. And he was just saying, fuck that, I can kick you. You ain't done. Leave me alone, stop. And he was just kicking you, huh? But you still got the confidence to say you'll whoop his ass. Yeah, okay. And I'm supposed to believe that. Yeah, okay. You sure? You think that's going to happen? Because it's not. Now, this particular picture, they say picture is worth 1,000 words, right? This is 2 pictures. Now, there was a caption that says, this is what happens when a man takes a woman out of her masculine energy and into her feminine, and she could just, you know how y'all do. It's like the internet has exposed women as followers of each other. The same reason why Eve looks like everybody else in this picture is the same reason why everybody's ex was a narcissist. Everybody's knowing their worth. Everybody has a list. All these different things that everybody does of each other when everybody's standing on business. When you hear or see someone else doing something, this is what you want to say. So now this whole we're masculine, we have to be masculine, take me out of my masculine era. You're not ever in your masculine. You're just paying bills. Like, you won't want to be a responsible adult. That's what you're saying. Even though I spent years saying I don't need a man for nothing, now I need you to take me out of my masculine. You put yourself in there. And you put yourself even more in there by even saying that you're masculine, most of you. So now, having lashes, and because what about all of the women who don't have a man and saying they don't need a man, don't want a man, who look exactly like this. So you mean to tell me that same wig and lashes that every woman has is what taking you out your your masculine looks like? Okay, y'all already out of it then. Like we already know, because a lot of y'all aren't masculine any damn way. You just say it because you didn't want to own what men were talking about when they were saying women were masculine. And then see, it's so much fake BS within the fake beef that the women who weren't even masculine just didn't like men just having something to say. So they said, of course we're masculine. But no, we weren't talking to all of y'all. So this is goofball energy, but whatever. Like I said before, it's just like everybody's ex being a narcissist. It's statistically impossible that all of y'all dated a narcissist and then everybody will ignore the chapter in the book of narcissism where narcissists are attracted to each other. Now y'all done learned everything about narcissism. Y'all skip right over that part, huh? Oops. Oops. Everybody skipped over that part. Y'all done learned everything. Y'all got pages. Everybody talk about it, surviving narcissists, all this different shit. So y'all know everything there is to know about narcissism, right? Why y'all skip over the part that they're attracted to each other? How y'all all get a narcissist? You don't have to answer that question. It's a setup. It's doo-doo right there. Don't step over there. So if you want someone to pay your bills, that's fine for you to say. But all of this cliche, take me out of my masculine, you're not in your masculine. You're just a damn adult. Shut the hell up about you paying bills and making you something other than what it is. Because there's too many women that don't have a man that men wouldn't call masculine. Not by y'all's definition of what it is. The fake don't want to be accountable for your action definition. The real definition of masculine. It's too many women that just live and are women. They pay bills. They have kids. They take care of their kids. They hold job titles. They're the boss at their work. All these different things that y'all have made excuses for your poor attitude and selection and dating responses and results. All these different things y'all have used as an excuse. It's too many different women who are in that same position that don't have the same outcomes or complaints for y'all to sit up and say. You skip too many steps. The internet is allowing too much of this skipping of steps. Y'all went too far and too long saying you don't need a man for nothing to now talk about people taking you out of your masculine, before you humble yourself and backtrack you saying you don't need a man for nothing. This is the problem, and I don't think I ever dropped that, where the problem with hypergamy, you got to be the list, not have the list. You got to come in willing to be everything you need to be for this person to be doing that. Y'all have a weird little warped brain. For some of y'all, I guess y'all think back in the day, nobody was single. So men back in the day was real men and they was providers. What about the single women? What they do? They worked and they had jobs and they paid their own bills. Oopsie. And that's the reason why when Malcolm X, and I'm going to keep saying this forever and ever and ever till somebody else says it. When Malcolm X said women are the most unprotected, He followed that statement up by saying Muslim men protect their women. The implication there was that women who are in relationships and got men are protected. The ones who aren't. He also went into this. He talked about the bleaching of the skin and the wearing of the white hair and the perceiving yourself and looking white. But that's neither here or there. So there's no skipping of steps for this whole take you out your masculine thing. Why? Say why you need that to happen. There's too many people struggling and don't really got it like that to sit up and just keep talking about you ain't doing 50-50 and men supposed to this. Nah, life is kicking your ass and you trying to take it out on men now. We know this. And if that's not true, then why the hell will you be saying that your regular life makes you be a certain way other than how you want to be? I can't be feminine because I live life. And I need you to come in and live everything that I'm doing is making me a person that people don't want. But so I want you to come in and be something else so I can be something else. So bills, so your job is stopping you from being a woman. Your kids are stopping you from being a woman. That's messed up. So basically what y'all are saying is if you quit your job and put your kids up for adoption, you'll be feminine. Hell no. So why does a man have to come in and take you out of your masculine? Take yourself out. You put yourself in, you can't get out. You like a David Blaine trick gone wrong. You went in there, but now you need somebody else to get you out. What's the code word? Huh? Do y'all know it? I'll tell you what it is. Respect. Humility. Because now we live in this era of the prize, but people want to be the prize just to say they are one, not to be one. These men want to be chased like women, and these men swear they the prize. Y'all swear they the prize. Y'all swear they the prize. You're going to get all your bills paid. You're going to get protected. Your kids are going to get taken care of. They're going to get a stepfather. Since everybody has them. Your kids are going to get taken care of. You're going to have a stepfather. You're going to have a provider. You're going to have a protector. You're going to have a leader. You're going to have a companion. Your new best friend. And all these different things. Y'all are saying men are the prize. I did another video about it. So stop just getting on the internet repeating the same stuff. Take me out of my feminine. Shut up. Just say you want your bills paid. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. But repeating this cliche, take you out your feminine shit, it's really kind of ridiculous now at this point. At this point, it's ridiculous. Real spill. Now, I thought this was an interesting comment because I don't really want to support either one of these people. And I'm definitely, obviously not going to support an abuser in any scenario, right? If they're just a flat out abuser, like some of the stuff y'all call abuser is, like I said, Blueface and Krishan. But an actual abuser, nobody's supporting that in any way. Not even the first example from the beginning of this video where it's twerking on little kids is abuse. So I'm not going to support abuser, but there's a lot of this that goes on the internet where people can lie on you now. I got another question. Hold that thought. Question. Do gold diggers still exist? Huh? The reason why I'm asking that question is because everybody gets to blend into these conversations. So now it's all know your worth and men are supposed to, and if you don't, you're not a real man and all these different things. So my question, and this is not about to say that Eve is one, I'm not even implying that. This is part of what I was saying about everybody following along on the internet and just saying what everybody else is saying. So I have to single it out and just ask the question. Do gold diggers still exist? There's a follow-up question to this question. Who are they? If they still exist and your answer is yes, who are they? Because I would need to know that, because then we had to go back and see what they're saying, and then you got to stop saying that too, because they're gold diggers. So now you don't get to say, oh, so are you trying to say that you wanting someone to provide and protect is gold digging? No. I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm asking you, who are the gold diggers, and does gold diggers still exist? Don't tell me what I'm trying to say. I'm asking direct questions. Does it exist? Yes? Okay. Who are they? Since everybody want to blend in, we got to start separating the people. Like, you don't want to do it, we're going to do it for you. Does gold exist? Who's the people? And then once you identify the gold diggers, you got to start listening to them. And then you'll understand where you've been going wrong in the conversation of getting provided for. Y'all using too many other people's playbooks that don't have the same goal as you. Like, we went back to talking about I just was talking about everybody there and everybody goal to get married. Cool. But some people's goal is to take advantage of people. And y'all are letting them people tell their story after the fact. Like my favorite example of all time, Sweetie. Y'all let them people tell their story after the fact and then relate it to yours and then say, no, the men is the dogs, when really she came in as the dog and did dirty. The game is going to be the game. You come in with ill intentions, you get done ill. That's how the cookie crumbled for you, because you put yourself in that position. But then y'all let people, you personally might not have been that. You actually got that wrong. You actually got taken advantage of. You actually got whatever. But these other people who got their karma for them, either who they've done that to, or even, Cardi, we back to Cardi. I don't care about Offset cheating. I don't care about nothing about Offset. I care about them dudes who you went to the room with and set up and all that stuff. It's your karma. Anything that ever happens to you is your karma. That's why Tommy, the dude before him, cheated on you when he was in jail, got out cheating, and was cheating before he went in. That's why he was looking stupid for your man then. He was looking dumb on the show, and that's why Offset got you looking dumb. It's the proof in the pudding. But anyway, so back to what we're talking about. So yeah, it's a lot of this on the internet where people can lie on you, and it makes me cringe now, where a lot of this content is where, like, I don't understand or know how a lot of women are digesting this content when it comes to their kids. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a good example. Keita Rose, who I love actually, okay, has a son. Her whole narrative is based upon and for women in the dating market and how women feel and what women think and all these different things about women. But she's got to understand that the objectification and all these lists and all these requirements and all these different things are going to be put on her son. So the reason why I bring that up is because the internet is dangerous for men. Like women will always want to paint this narrative about things happening to them and all of this different stuff, but we ignore the general dangers for men, even shooting your shot. Like we could always understand and relate to the extreme examples, somebody getting SA or somebody getting unlived. Absolutely. We can always highlight the you know what I'm saying, cases like that. But what about the little dangerous things that don't get reported or don't get talked about enough? Your son has to act a certain way in the gym just to not get accused of something that he wasn't even doing. And someone can say, all right, look, even a lot of the protection conversation, now you can be protecting somebody and get accused of something in certain cases. It's happened. So when we have all these narratives online about men and men are this and men are that, your child is falling in line. If you got a son, they're grooming. People want to talk about grooming. They're grooming the generations. So, and this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? In a certain sense, this makes sense. If it boils down to, I would too, because it's easier to be like I was wrong about somebody that was making up something than to say I was wrong about somebody that was doing something. You know what I'm saying? But it makes it worse in the internet age where it can be a made up something and people will go in about it. I just seen a video, and it was probably old when she made it, but I just seen it. A lady talking about the brick situation with Rhoda, and she literally lied in everything she said. She said that she got hit by a black man. No, she did not. He wasn't black. She never even said he was black. And then she said black men were standing around watching it happen and didn't do anything. Nobody seen it. Then she said they didn't do anything. Yes, they did. They told her to call the police. She didn't want to do that because she had a warrant. But anything, anyways, the point I'm trying to make is you could be somebody doing the right thing. Like, yo, call the police. The police right over there. Let's go get the police. What you want me to do with somebody that didn't see it happen, but now that I'm here watching you, looking at you, now I'm telling you what to do to help the situation. And you don't even want to take my advice. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because now people, the potential liars, now create false beef conversations within the community. Another example, Carly Russell lied about everything. And then the people that was saying she lied, it turned into a beef between men and women. See, men don't care about women's protection and all this different shit. But really, she was lying. So, of course, like I said before, we never support a potential abuser or anything. But as far as the liar goes, the lie is now turning into abuse on the internet. Listen, this believe all women shit. If you don't believe, if you question something, now it turns into another example. Tory and Megan. Okay. I sat here literally in this spot and listened to Kelsey's interrogation call. And I listened to Tory's jail call. I reviewed all the evidence. I listened to what the eyewitness said. I don't think Tory shot Megan off the evidence. Don't got nothing to do with no damn women and these guys and hate women and all this shit, misogynist and the patriarchy of protecting a patriarchy and all this shit. No. I just think I know what happened based off the testimony. I'm pretty sure that Megan and Kelsey got into a fight. Kelsey pulled out a gun and shot at her, and that's what the eyewitness saw, a woman shooting. It's pretty much what I think happened based off the evidence and the eyewitness testimony. But if you say that, now you hate women and all this different shit. So, like I said before, I don't want to support either one. But not supporting a liar now makes you a potential abuser. You're the potential abuser if you don't support a potential liar. Literally, you sound like you'd hit women. Where's 750 at? That's what Ricky accused me of doing. That's literally what Ricky accused me of doing. Right or wrong. So this is dangerous, especially if you got sons. The internet has created a matrix for your child. The matrix is like Squid Game. What did I tell y'all about Squid Game? I said the shit is real, and now what? Y'all gonna start listening to me. So this dangerous right here. Because people gonna support a liar regardless. Fuck potential liar. They're supporting liars. We don't even gotta go with the potential. They're supporting liars. They're supporting people not telling the truth. In both cases, this ain't just no women thing. Men, somebody just liked one of my videos on TikTok where I was going off about Michael Jackson. People in the comments mad, still to this day, talking about he was proven innocent and people still talking about it. Man, if you don't shut up. Oh, these guys made up a story. I'd rather support a potential liar. These guys got paid to testify. I'd rather support a potential liar than a potential abuser. Scratch everything I said about that. I lied. I agree with this. So I don't give a damn if they got paid. I'm going with the lie. Then the abuser. How about that? So be careful on this internet, y'all. Be careful on this internet. It's a lot of narratives. It's a lot of things being painted. It's a lot of false realities. It's a lot of games being played by people. This fake beef with men and women. You can't believe in it, especially when you get to sit hearing people say stuff like, oh, you don't hear other races, this, that. The jig is up on that. The jig is up on that. You don't hear other racist shit. Because you don't be listening. They do say it. They say all the same shit. Just in their own different ways. The same shit that women hate Kevin Samuels for, or judging women and this and the third, all this stuff. White dudes be doing it. They're even less accepting of single moms. And that's a big fact. Big, huge facts. So, people can say whatever they want, but I don't know what else to tell you other than if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Especially if you watch for this part. Like, why are you still watching this and you're not subscribed? I mean, you watch the whole live or skim through to the end. I mean, you wanted to hear something. You heard it. Subscribe. What's wrong with you? It's your boy. It's real.